Alright, everybody, welcome back to Factorio. Now, this is a special episode, mainly because it's been probably over 10 hours later into the game. and, yeah, at least. Um, and if I zoom out, you should be able to tell that I basically destroyed the entire factory and redid it all. So I'll do a quick walkthrough, but I have one thing in mind for this episode that we'll get to in a second. So let me open the map. The train station, still roughly the same. We have the... Oh, this is not... doesn't have a satellite over there, so let me go put one over there. Alright, so we got the fluid processing area over here with a lot of pumps and circuits and efficiency modules. Or no, that's productivity modules. The train station, I redid all the belts that come off the train station. It's now 4 belts of iron, 4 belts of copper, 2 belts of stone, 1 belt of coal. And we got tons of furnace columns here, which I really like the way it looks because they're offset by 1 square, each of them. So you get this kind of like slightly shallow stair-stepping kind of pattern. And then they empty out to here. So essentially it's like 4 belts of blue becomes 1 belt, or become 4 belts of iron becomes 3 belts of iron plate, 1 belt, 1 yellow belt of steel plate. And then you got the 4 belts of copper right here. And then I did this thing where I basically wanted to make some core materials, and then out of the core materials, I'm going to make everything else. And what I'm calling the core materials is everything off the furnaces, and any ore off the trains that we're retaining. So stone, iron, coal, and stone brick. And then also green circuits, red circuits, iron gears. That's it. So this is significantly more circuits than what we were making before. This is like double the green circuits, and I think triple the red circuits. So you can see over here, it is, there's one blue belt of iron plates that is 100% devoted to green circuits. And I tried to keep everything color-coded as far as where the throughput's actually going to go. On the copper, it's 2 full blue belts devoted completely to green circuits. So then the output of the green circuits, they just take over that place on the bus. Similarly, 30 per second green circuit is devoted 100% to making red circuits. So then the red circuits take that belt's place on the bus. So, red circuits is green circuits. Then you got logistic area. So I don't have a lot of stuff being made right now because I haven't needed it. But as I need things, I'll just add them to the logistics production over here. Right now it's mainly concrete because I wanted to concrete everything. But I'll do military stuff here as well. I moved the belt factory right here. So that's now part of this one logistics network right here. I like this better because there's just one logistics network that I go to. There's not like, there was this one and then the military one, it got kind of messy. And then I moved the train. So this is now the military train. What's its situation? Yeah, nobody's requesting materials, so it's just hanging out here. And then I just like totally power gridded out this area here. So it's kind of just like an empty playground for us to build factories on. And that's what I started to do. And basically, I'm just trying to do all the science. So the red science is here, green science is there. They're connected on one belt. This is the military science, and then the blue science. They're connected on one belt. You can see this getting bigger and bigger as we go along. This here is purple science, just this amount that I'm highlighting. Everything else, all this huge amount of space over here, is yellow science. So when you're starting from these base materials, the yellow science gets pretty complicated because you have to make sulfuric acid and batteries and processing units and engines and then electric engines and then robot frames and then low density structures, and it's a lot of things. But since I made it all out, and look at this crazy belt madness going on here. It's like belt splitting and then joining on half of a belt to match the output of this and that. I could have very well butchered it, but I wanted to make this video to see how it goes. So this is us turning on the yellow science in the new factory, and I can already see some problems. So let me go do a quick little peer review. So here's iron. It's going to split. It needs to be connected there because it's going to go into the sulfuric acid. This needs to be connected. That's going to be iron and copper. Wait, yeah, the copper is the red belt here. We got steel. I feel like the steel is messing up for some reason. No, maybe not. A lot of things need steel, but it's going to split off in 3 different ways up here. Oh, okay, here's one. We don't have the gas up here yet, so let's just figure out a way to do that. I think it can run down in parallel to the power lines. So, I think we can make a splitter here. Gas splitter. We just need to do an underground with the green. Okay. And then this, I think... Let's see if this works. Kind of winging it. Okay, yeah. That works. So that's actually already hooked up, so I guess we're cheating a little bit. Not everything is turning on at the same time, but all the physical items are. Alright, so then I hooked up some circuits here, and all we got to do is hook up this constant combinator to the power pole, and everything will turn on. Let me just double check a couple of the belts. I'm sure something's wrong. It's going to be hilarious. How is this possible? Oh, I guess it's 2 things on each side. Yeah. This is electric engines. Oh, here's a break right here. So yeah, that's iron gears going in there. The steel's going to be on this side, and the pipe's going to be on that side. It should work. Oh, here's one more thing. All right, lubricant. Lubricant, I don't think exists anywhere in this area, so where can we do it? Down here, maybe? So if we go from there, it's going to run into that belt, so... This is sulfuric acid. We're gonna need sulfuric acid on the near the train station at some point, but I haven't really thought about how. Let me do that. We actually need sulfuric acid on the train station for mining uranium. Okay, so that looks like the lubricant is good. Low density structures looks good. All right. Well, I think we should go for it. Cross your fingers. Here we go. I'm gonna make a red circuit first, or red wire first. Boom. Alright, so copper's on a faster belt, so it's going to go. It actually splits here, which is used for the batteries, and it goes up there, used for low density structures. Iron is used for sulfuric acid, but also for the batteries, and also for the engines. You can see the processing units are starting, because they got sulfuric acid, and they're getting the circuits. Batteries should be outputting on this side of the belt, along with circuits for the robot frames. Now, up here, the steel is starting to be split. The steel goes to low density structures, it also goes to robot frames, and it goes to engines. Shoot, I see a problem. We mixed up the gears and the iron plates. Yeah, okay, so I stopped the belts here. We might be able to fix this. Let's see. I think what I meant to do... Yeah, I just really wanted this one to be the iron plates. Okay, so right now, the engines aren't being made because the pipes are being output, and also gears are not being input. If this belt here is supposed to be gears, then this thing here is supposed to turn there. Which means this guy is essentially supposed to do this. And then this can go like under like that. Okay, we got it, we got it. Everything else seems to be doing pretty well. Okay. Let me pick these up. And underground. And underground. Okay, let's see if this works. Gears are going to go in to make engines, and then the pipes. I think this is enough output for a pipe. Maybe it's not. Oh, no, it definitely is. Should be. These things make pretty slow. Okay. I feel like it's kind of weird to have the reds doing the input and the blues doing the output. I normally switch it up. I could have just curved this belt around, but... Oh, we are missing something, aren't we? Man, so close. See, this belt here is not leading anywhere. It's the green circuits. There's another spot for green circuits. Shoot. Is there any elegant way to do this? Not really. We may have a throughput issue too. I mean, these green circuits are not even like making it up here. I have a spreadsheet that sort of helped me do this. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, the green circuits. So I did the math off of like 1 yellow science per second, but it's actually 5/4 yellow science per second because of the yellow assemblers. So instead of 15 per second green circuits, you actually need more than that. So, it's coming off of a red belt, so we could just switch it. But okay, I'm gonna destroy these. We don't really need our little jump start thing anymore. That was just for fun. Yeah. So a couple of issues. We got green circuit. Where's that gonna go through? Why is this not making? Oh yeah, because we don't have the circuits. So they're coming in here, so it needs to be like way over here, unfortunately, which I don't really like, but I guess we just wrap it around the side. Okay, so a couple things. One, it needs to be red. And I think it needs to be red throughout. Like, just the processing units uses 13.3, uses 16.6 red circuits, so that's more than 15. So yeah, we actually need, oh shoot, what am I doing? Yeah, we need all this to be a red circuit, a red belt. And then this can stay yellow. I guess I can just split it here. I don't think these need a lot of throughput. Um, Underground belts can solve everything. Alright, well, I wish that was kind of more of a elegant looking solution, but I think this works. Now I'm also going to do some math to figure out how much throughput I have left, because basically I only want to construct a bus that has the capacity to push throughput through that pushes throughput through after producing 1 science per second, or whatever we're saying this is, 1/4 science per second. All right, so let's just wait and watch this complete itself. All 4 electric motors are being outputted. Those are going to cause the robot frames to be produced, which go over here. And those are the only input missing from the yellow science. What's crazy to me is that you need 20 of these things making low density structures. It's kind of insane. Hopefully I have enough plastic. It looks like I do, because the plastic's reaching the very end. Okay, here they come. Here's the first one. Or each robot frame makes 3. So, I mean, I guess ultimately we could put productivity modules in here, but it kind of ruins the whole design if we do that, because you would need a lot more assemblers making yellow science. Alright, and that's going to go on this belt, which is going to go on the end of this bus. So that concludes what we want to do today. The next step is all this space over here, which is a lot of space, is going to be devoted to essentially launching a rocket. But ultimately, it's going to be used for creating 1 white science per second, or 1 1/4 white science per second. And then we'll have a finished infinite factory making about 1 science per second. So that's the goal. But yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another episode where we work on and or showcase the launch of the rocket.